Welcome back to the Buckle Up segment. We are your Big Drag Entertainment, ladies and gentlemen. This one is a special treat for you. This is Lainee Sampson. She and her husband TK are the co-owners of Sampson Family Ranch and Pink Buckle Stallion Irish Pay. They are parents to two awesome young men, and we're going to visit about all of that. Lainee, you kind of do all the things. I mean, I really feel like you guys are such a good representation of a family that works together, plays together, and is building a program together. So tell me how that got started.
Well, when we got Irish, that was kind of our plan, is we wanted something that our whole family could enjoy, and that's what really drew us to Irish Pay is his versatility. You know, it's not just about me running barrels. TK, my husband, he picks up and ropes, and then we have two little boys, Cooper and Case. Cooper is 9 and Case, or 10, and then Case is 9. So, and they're going to rope and everything. So we went out trying to find a stud that our whole family could enjoy. So the versatility was really important to us when we went looking for a stud, you know, something that we could all really, really enjoy. And we found that with Irish, you know, the boys, they rope on them. We ranch on them. We live on a ranch in South Dakota. So we use them every day to, you know, check cattle, brandings, you know, cattle work and things like that. And then the boys, they're now starting like all their youth rodeos and 4-H rodeos and things like that. And Case, he rides a 5-year-old son of Irish Pay, and then Cooper rides Irish Ivy, which he's done really well on, placed here in the breakaway roping and the youth, and he does everything on her. He runs barrels if they have it, you know, at the rodeos, runs poles, flag races, ropes, team ropes. So it's really cool that both the boys can just bring one horse and do everything on them. And then, you know, TK, he picks up, and a lot of his pickup horses are by Irish Pay, and then he ropes too, so, and uses them for that. And then I get to enjoy him to come to big events like this, and they've just been so much fun with that aspect, you know, that we've all got to enjoy him so much. So
you are an all-around cowgirl. You're not only a great barrel racer, you're also a great breakaway roper, and I know that love has resurrected for you in the last few years with these programs growing. Tell me about how you're, you know, embracing both sports and enjoying both sports with your Irish Pace.
You know, when they added the breakaway roping to the pink and the ruby buckle, and like the 5-state and the Royal Crown, we were just so excited, you know, because that's really the niche for our horses, is being able to do multiple events on them. So, you know, I haven't competed breakaway roping since the college finals my senior year. We roped on them all the time at home, but there really was, I wasn't going to go to the amateur rodeos and rope and things like that. So now that they've added these, the breakaway ropings to these big events, it's given me a great incentive to enter back up again. And they say it's like riding a bike. I don't know about that. I can't really ride a bike, so but it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun, and you know, the payout is great. It's just a great incentive, you know, for versatile horses, you know, and you can really show them in that. So like Paid for This Face, he placed at the Ruby Buckle in the breakaway roping, did really well at the Royal Crown, and then went in and won money in the barrel racing too. So it's been a ton of fun. So
one thing I wanted to make sure that we visited about is the fact that you went through a major surgery not that long ago. And I think for people watching this at home, maybe they are at home because they're healing up from an injury or healing up from some kind of surgery that's going to enable them to be more comfortable and continue to pursue their barrel racing goals. But would you tell us about that surgery, when it was, what it was, and about your rehab process? Because you're here today better than ever and really an inspiration.
Yeah, well, thanks. I have suffered from lower back pain for 15 years, and it had gotten to the point where I didn't have any feeling in my right leg, my foot, so therefore I had a lot of trouble, you know, even knowing if my foot was in the stirrup. And unless you've had back pain before, I don't think you really realize how bad it actually is, you know, and how much it really hinders your riding. You know, your horses can feel it. I know they can, because now that I'm well, I know, you know, how a horse should actually feel. So they wanted to do a fusion, and I opted out on that. I was just too young, and that just wasn't something that I wanted to do. So I did an artificial disc replacement of my L5, L4 discs, And it's just like a knee replacement, artificial knee replacement, shoulders, things like that. But now they've done it with your discs, and they have not done them very long in the United States. So I wasn't one of the first ones, but they haven't done very many. And the surgery itself was pretty invasive, but it's been so worth it. Like, I didn't really realize how good life could be without having back pain, and getting to enjoy riding and riding all day, because when you train horses or just living on our ranch, we may saddle in the morning and be saddled all day riding, and there's no way that I could have ever done that before. I did it, but it was miserable. And now I'm pain-free. I'm going to say that I'm going on 2 years now, and I'm going to say about 100% pain-free. Yes, I have all my feeling back in my right leg, my foot, and I get messages from random people all the time, that someone had heard that I had this surgery done and had back pain, and just random people. And I'm going to say that it's 100% worth it. So, having to put up with that pain and trying to ride is very difficult. So, and anybody, I send people to the doctor that I went to. So I love it when people message me or call me and ask me about it, because I have nothing but great things to say about it. So life's good now. So
that's very generous that, if people have questions, they can contact you. And really, truly, I think so often, especially maybe as barrel racers or just, horse people in general, we want to tough it out. We want to push through. And you're saying it's worth it to take the pause, get healthy, and feel better. Is that a good summary?
Oh, for sure. It was almost to the point where either I had to choose to not do what I loved, which is riding. And I don't know what I would do if I couldn't do that. I ride because I love it, and I go to the barrel races and rope because I love that. But actually, I just love to ride. And it was getting to the point where I was going to have to choose, and I did not want to do that. So 100% worth it. Yeah. So.
To round out our time together, I really want to talk about the strategic way that you set up your program to fit you, and not just your horse program, but thinking about how many futurity horses you want to ride each year, how many young ones you want to have in your string. Talk about your thought process there, and how important it is to really understand yourself and your time commitment and set your program up for success that way.
Yeah, it starts all the way with even breeding our mares, and we have such a wide variety of mares. We have straight running bred mares, we have cow bred mares, we have a mix of cow and run. So I've added, and TK, we've added together some straight running bred horses, that will, excel more towards in the barrel pen too, so it starts all the way back then. And, just being able to have TK start them, and he does such a great job. And living where we do on a ranch, they get exposed to everything. And so when it comes time to actually go to a barrel race, it's really not that big of a deal. They've put in long, hard days. And so, I think whenever you start thinking about wanting to futurity your horse or having a barrel prospect or anything, it goes all the way back to even breeding, picking the stud, picking the mare, and then getting them matched together. So, and I love that part of it. I love the breeding pedigrees. I love all that kind of stuff too. So, and then now that we have 2 little boys, I really have to prioritize my time. Mm-hmm. So I only have 1 4-year-old, 1 3-year-old, and 1 2-year-old. So, which is perfect for me, because a lot of my time is spent with my family and the boys, and it's not all about me. So it's kind of about the whole family. So you really have to learn to prioritize your time, and when you actually get to go and do it, enjoy it. We spend a lot of time at home working together as a family. So I used to get pretty stressed out and nervous when I come to events like this, big events. But anymore, I just think of it as, enjoy it. Both my boys are here. Cooper and Case come with this year, which is so fun. And they've helped set up the booth. They help with the stalls. They help exercise the horses. So just being able to enjoy all of that together really, really means a lot. So my priorities have actually really changed since, they come into the picture. So, and I love that part of it. I like my new life. So, yeah.
That's so well said. And I think that speaks to the fact that we're all in different seasons of life. And If this is something that you do full time and you're a professional trainer, that's amazing. If it's something that is a passion for you and it fits into your career and all the other things in your life, I also think that's amazing. And I think it takes everyone on the whole spectrum to really make this industry successful. So thank you for sharing your story. And I just want to add, when she says that they ranch, she's being very humble, because their ranch is in the Badlands of South Dakota, and it looks like the set of the most incredible John Wayne movie. I mean, it's just, it's stunning. So you guys are such a high quality family. We're honored to have you in the program, and thank you for making time to visit.
Yes, thank you very much, Kelly.